GoToWhitney.com.
I have celiac disease. I was diagnosed when I was really young, so it makes my job really, really hard because I get sick from eating just about half the stuff that most restaurants put out. Anything with flour in it will put me in a tizzy for at least a couple days. And so I have the very unique situation where I love food, but the food hates me. And so working here, I kind of get to shape my menu a little bit more towards a gluten-free lifestyle without like jamming it down people's throat. I don't just cook gluten-free, but I try to do it as much as possible. Growing up with a food sensitivity and working in an industry where you can't have a food sensitivity is really, really tough. There was one time, but I did have to try something that had flour in it, and I was really upset about it because I didn't say anything at the time because it's Gordon Ramsay. I'm not going to tell Gordon Ramsay I'm not going to try something, ever. If Gordon Ramsay tells me to eat dirt off the ground, I'm going to say, yes, chef. But afterwards, I was really kicking myself because, I didn't feel good, and it put me off my game. And it's a hard thing that I have to deal with all the time. So we are really obsessed with making sure we have as much healthy food on the menu as possible. Everything that I make here is completely from scratch, and I use the best quality ingredients that I possibly can. That's part of the reason that I love it here.
Well, we just heard from Chef Manda, and she is on this season of Hell's Kitchen, so you have to check her out. And I think you did say that you're going to be doing a recap every week on the radio.
I am. I'm going on Scott Cronick's show on 1400 WOND every Thursday, I believe, following each Hell's Kitchen episode to kind of do a recap and give you guys a little inside scoop.
And when you were on that show, who was the sexiest co-host that you worked with?
Oh, well, of course, the sexiest co-host is Mark Colazzo.
Okay, now that we got that out of the way.
Iron Room, come on. I expect free food next time.
Okay, so talk to us about the food here. Now, these are just a few of your dishes here at the Cup King Cafe right here in Sea Isle, New Jersey, Sea Isle City. What are we looking at right here?
All right, so we have a couple things. This is actually my favorite right here. This is quinoa salad. Okay. This is Southwest quinoa salad, and it's just white quinoa, some black beans, some corn, tomatoes with a lemon vinaigrette tossed together. It's super, super good.
Is that your own recipe?
It is my own recipe. And I have an obsession with pickled red onions right now, so those are on top. Me too. The other thing we have, this is a chicken Italian panini, not gluten-free. Sorry. You can put it on gluten-free bread. Marinated in grilled chicken, roasted red peppers, some vinegar peppers, and some sauteed spinach with some provolone cheese melted on top and pressed in a panini. So good. And we get this amazing panini bread from Valenti's that has put me in a little bit of a tizzy a couple times. So, and today's Taco Tuesday.
Oh my gosh, Taco Tuesday.
You come on the best day.
I love that.
We love Taco Tuesday. So today I did beef and chicken tacos. These are chicken tacos. It's dark meat, braised really slowly overnight in a whole bunch of awesome seasonings. An awesome fresh pico de gallo that Natalia made for me this morning with some lettuce and cheese and corn tortillas. Again, gluten-free, just by accident, and super happy and tasty and filling.
It is. I mean, all of this looks, tasty, filling, and healthy. Like, I think that's so important, and I love the fact that you are very conscious about that, so it reflects in the dishes that you create.
Oh, well, absolutely. I mean, I have 3 kids, and it's so easy for the kids, especially, to kind of just gravitate towards junk food, and well, yeah, but you learn how to eat when you're a kid. Right. That's the eating habits that you have as an adult is what is kind of ingrained in you from a kid, from being a kid. And I mean, everybody I work with will tell you it's so funny. Like, my kids will come in on like a snow day or a day off, and people will be like, "Here, you want candy?" And they're like, "No, can I have an apple?" I'm like, see, that's my babies. They are right. They know that if you eat healthy, you feel better. And if you feel better, then you do better. And that's another reason I've been working with Chefs with a Mission to kind of get that across. You know, what you put in your body is going to come out in your spirit.
Is Chefs with a Mission a national charity organization?
So Chef with the Mission is Atlantic City, and we're starting to move down to the Virginia or the Maryland area.
Did you help start it, or you just heard of it and then you became part of it?
No, I heard of it. Ron Coleman and Pam Green are both people that I know through the culinary school that I used to go to, and you know, a few weeks ago, I called Ron up and I was like, hey, like, I love what you're doing and I want to be on it, and I want to, what do you need from me? What can I do for you? And he and Pam were here yesterday, actually. They were here yesterday. We had lunch, and we talked about a whole bunch of things about, you know, kind of doing a new blog post up on the website, chefswithamission.org, and putting out a lot of information about, you know, how to eat healthy and how to make good choices about your food and how to, you know, deal with working with kids with allergies and food restrictions and doing that on a budget, because you guys, most people know, like, gluten-free food is expensive, but you don't have to buy gluten-free food. You know, you can get around it. And the single mom like me who has, you know, only X amount of dollars to feed her family per week, I can use my experience and show them, like, how to get 4 dinners out of 1 chicken. You know?
I think that's important for people to know. And especially, I know you've mentioned a few times being a single mom, and I think that that's inspiring to other moms out there. Did you always know that you were going to go into this culinary field, or did you do that because you wanted to create a career for yourself?
No, I mean, actually neither. It was an accident. I was happily married, you know, had the picket fence and the 3 kids and thought I had everything I needed. And my husband at the time was like, you should go to school. And I was like, okay. He goes, get out of the house. So I was like, all right, well, what do I want to go to school for? I went to school for culinary, and it was really just supposed to be me getting out of the house. And, you know, one thing leads to the other, and now I'm divorced, and
You found a passion in it.
yeah, and I don't want to give it up. And it's been a huge struggle with me in this life of being the chef world. Most of us have to choose family or career, and I refuse to do it. I'm not going to choose one or the other because they're both equally important to me. And so I, you know, am working every day to make sure that everybody gets an equal amount of Manda attention.
Not that first, but you'll start to balance out.
Yeah, well, and exactly. And my kids are really awesome, and they
How old are they?
So my kids are 9, 5, and 7. Yes. Way out of order. 9, 5, 7. 9, 7, 5. Yeah, 9, 7, 5. And yeah, I mean, they're awesome kids. So they totally understand, you know, the few times that I'm not there for something or I can't do the, you know, PTA meeting. They're like, it's okay.
You're helping the world, essentially.
Yes, exactly.
You know, we forgot to talk about this. I think I need to try it.
Caramel latte. Who doesn't love an iced caramel latte? It's hot in here, too.
It's good.
Yeah.
And it's like freezing outside.
I know. It's hot in here. It's the sun. The sun in these windows is wicked. But yes, awesome local espresso beans, freshly ground, organic cream, and some whipped cream on top, and homemade caramel.
Homemade?
Of course, homemade. I do it.
I love it.
It's so good.
Cool.
I know.
And you also have that green drink, and you have a lot of smoothies and healthy drinks.
Smoothies, especially in the summertime. I mean, right now we're in our off season, so our menu's super limited. But in the summer, we go insane. We have smoothies, fruit smoothies, green smoothies, protein smoothies, crepes, and tons of food and tons of sandwiches and breakfast, and
It's so good.
it's insane in the summer.
Well, I appreciate it. Is there anything else you want to tell your fans?
I want to tell you guys that I'm awesome. But you guys are awesome.
She said it best. So check out Chef Manda on this season's Hell's Kitchen on Fox, season 15 contestant. So excited that you're here in New Jersey and that you're so accessible and that you're willing to help the community. And she's balancing everything. Come support her. Come support the Cup King Cafe right here in Sea Isle City. And make sure to follow GoToWhitney for more celebrity interviews, entertainment news, and event information. Bye, everybody.